it's like a sculpture. I whittle it down until I find the inner core of what it is that I'm trying to say. Like, it started off just being an exercise in what did homelessness look like, and then it came with an understanding that when you're doing an art project around something that's meaningful to you or something that's helped you sort of become who you are, that you can't look at it without a critical lens. And so I think it's important in understanding that the only way we grow is through tension. The owl, which is often a symbol for transformation and active listening and all these incredibly good and beautiful things, but remembering too that it's a predator, an apex predator, and can also be incredibly harmful, even though it can be incredibly good. The mouse is basically understanding that as marginalized people, as people that use these services, we often are unable to see the power that's sitting right in front of us.
Cube in Calm is basically a series of different cubes. Each of them will have a portrait and a blackout poem. Each individually represent one person that is affiliated with the sketch in some form, whether they are past staff or current staff. Each cube will have a portrait of that individual person, and the blackout poetry will be poetry that is made up of words said in their interview that I took with them, each individual, just asking them about sketch and about themselves and their opinions on sketch and their opinions on just things in the world. I came up with this sketch idea to sketch people out, because literally sketch, ha. So I got one of my friends to basically sketch out the portraits of each individual. I think this piece speaks to the importance of being an individual as well as being an individual within a community, and the importance of community, because without community and without open conversation, this piece wouldn't be a thing, and sketch wouldn't be a thing.
I was particularly interested by the Gardner encampment destruction. The homeless community, their homes were destroyed, and I was just thinking about the ways in which we create home for ourselves and how we treat discarded materials, such as cardboard. I think it's representation for vulnerable folks, something that we often take for granted, we don't really appreciate the beauty of. And working with cardboard has really changed my relationship with the material, and I wanted to create this dystopia that kind of goes against our typical understanding of what a dystopia is, which often is a place that does not provide the best conditions for growth, healing, and remediation. And this included a turtle, which in the indigenous knowledge represents the creator of Mother Earth.
First installation is called Offerings. I'm actually using plants that I had grown myself as part of the Weave and Mend call out. The second piece that I'm making is going to be a video projection. It's called Minan Together Again, which means blueberries. I guess it's more of like an emotional piece where I've taken footage of Treaty 3 territory in the past, where I'm from, where I grew up, as well as I combined it with video footage that I've taken of the Weave and Mend garden when we grew sweetgrass together.
A lot of these issues are really interwoven like a loop project.
We love this idea, the actual metaphor of weaving looms and creating the structure for looms, but not perfect, like something that is, you make it out of found materials, make it quite